Well guys, welcome back to the channel. Tonight you're in for a treat. You're going to watch me cook a very simple camp meal using some dehydrated ingredients. Got everything laid out here, so without further ado we'll change the camera angle and crack on with preparing some food. I'm not really that hungry after a large lunch, but we'll do it just for you guys. I'm sure I'll force it down me. Right then guys, I'm going to try and do this in one take, so I've only got one set of ingredients. So, you all remember my lightweight cook kit? That's what's going to be used tonight. You're not going to need the frying pan, away that goes. We are going to need both of these two pots. You're not going to need the chopping board. And you're going to need the mug and the Avenue cooker. So we'll get this set up. Get the pot cozy out of the way. So in the Avenue, I am using the Trangia burner. It's got no fuel in it at the moment, so we'll just get that filled up. I will put a lot of fuel in it because we are going to be bringing two sets of things to the boil. She did burn dry last time out, so she will take quite a bit of fuel. The reason for using the Trangia is that the Avenue burner, although quick with its double layer of holes, absolutely eats through the fuel. So we'll get that lit. And what we'll do first is we'll start with these. And what's in here is some dehydrated onion, some dehydrated green cabbage and some dehydrated peas. And we're going to add a little bit of stock to this to form the basis of a rich gravy that is then going to be eaten with mash. So we'll start off by pouring this in, and the water you actually use to rehydrate it makes a really nice stock and adds a lot of flavour to the gravy. Try and get as much out of it as we can. It's not the ideal bottle for rehydrating things. Add a little bit more water to that. Put it on to bring it to the boil. And add the stock cube. I'm using a vegetable stock cube, but you can use whichever one you fancy. And it doesn't appear to want to come out. So we'll cover that and let that come to the boil. In the meantime, you need to measure out, just check this, 475 millilitres of water for the mashed potato. So using the titanium mug with the measuring on the inside, I'll get that measured and ready. There we go, almost the full mug. Bit of glass in there. decant that into the large pan, and you do need to do this in a large pan because when you add the potato flakes it will expand quite a lot. Now what I could do if I was cheating, I could use the gas cooker I've got hidden behind me, but that's not the point of this video, is it folks? The potato we're going to be the instant potato we're going to be using is Idaho. I've tried all of the other instant potatoes and to be honest with you, it's not pleasant. This I find really nice. It's not as good as real mashed potato, nothing ever is, but this is as close as you're going to get. So what we'll do, we'll just spice this up with a little bit of salt and pepper. Salt's a bit damp and don't want to come out. There is a bit coming out. And I'll see you guys again when everything's come to the boil. So hopefully guys, as you can see on camera, hopefully you can see on camera, this is nice little rolling boil now, and it has been doing for about a minute or so. So what we'll do is we shall take that off the heat and let that carry on cooking the veg inside, and we shall put the water on to bring that to the boil. We'll just have a quick taste of this, see how it's doing. Oh yeah, that's very, very flavourful. So a cheeky one. The dehydrated vegetables softened up nicely. The peas soft but just edging towards hard. A minute or so sat in that boiling water should do them. So now we'll bring the water to boil for the mashed potato. We'll cover the stew with the frying pan lid, and I'll see you guys when the water's boiled for the mashed potato. Right then folks, we've just come to the boil on the water. So what we do now is we take that water off the boil, off of the heat. We can pop the thick gravy back on to reheat. And what you do with this is you just add this to the water, stir and leave to stand for 1 minute, which gives you the perfect amount of time to bring that back to the heat. And that is really nice, by the way. I must admit to having had a few extra spoonfuls while the camera was turned off. So stir this in well. If you got it with you and you want to, you can add a bit of extra butter to it, and that does add to it, but it's perfectly acceptable without. I have been known to have this as a snack at home. I buy a few packets of it at a time, and if I'm on my own because the missus is working late or whatever and I fancy a quick meal, I will use this. So stir it up really well. And leave that to stand for a minute. If you guys are interested at all, the dehydrated food I'm using, I don't make it myself. I plan to in the future, but at this moment in time I don't. From a company called Harmony House, and I buy a large box of it containing everything: onions, peas, carrots, potato flakes, you name it, it's in there. It's a large box, it lasts for ages. And you get a number of packets of each, and they're all in these little resealable bags, so when you take some out you can seal it and use it. Obviously once you've opened them they won't keep indefinitely, but yeah, very handy things to have. And we've just run out of Trangia fuel. Anyway, it's warm enough. So just to prove I do use the things we review on the channel, we're in with the Fozzles folding plate set, and we're going to use the plate for this one. We'll just clip all that together, and it's time to serve up. as you can see, one sachet is adequate for 2, or 1 for somebody who's trying to develop a gut like mine. I'll do a potato. Some veg on the side. And a little bit of gravy over the mash. I have made too much gravy. And there we have it, folks. One absolutely hearty camp meal, made easy on one stove. Hot. Very nice. Well, guys, I'm going to sign off here. Well, I've got to say, guys, that was absolutely delicious. More than enough for 2 people. I've actually overeaten. I am absolutely stuffed. Didn't think I was hungry. Taste is divine, so I powered through it for you guys and made sure I finished it. There will be a few more quick and simple recipes like this in the future, hopefully. Hope you found this of some interest. If you did, please like and or subscribe and keep on dabbling. I'll see you in the next